Hello everyone, welcome to Faded Page Reviews. Today we're going to take a look at another new Monkey Kid set from LEGO, the Nezha Fire Ring. So this set contains 929 pieces and retail $150 US. Once again, I'm impressed with this year Monkey Kid set, including lots of traditional Chinese mythological characters like Nezha's here, and one reason I bought this set. So this set also includes 7 minifigures, of course Nezha's Fire Ring, another vehicle build for the evil Mackay, and of course this white bone demon throne seats. First, we're going to take a look at Nezha's Fire Ring, which is the main build of this set. The set actually gave me some very nice surprises. Although I'm not sure, having a very futuristic spaceship inside the firing is a good idea or not. But in fact, the spaceship has some very interesting use of new pieces like this decoration here. Overall, the color scheme looks great, and it's interesting. They use this ring piece for the steering wheel. There are also lots of interesting use of the frame pieces across the build as well. But what impresses most of this build is the actual firing, the use of pearl gold roller coaster track pieces, creating really nice looking firing. And you can see inside they also use the new frame pieces and different clear pieces to create some fire or flaming effects inside the firing. So this is a extremely cool design. And the way it designed the build also allows you to do this movement on the build. Unfortunately, there's a one missed opportunity, I think, in this design. You can see there's a tire and wheel underneath the spaceship. Originally I thought, oh, maybe they're gonna make it, instead of just this movement, having the wheel incorporate into the build to make it like you can spin the wheel and then the spaceship keep like moving inside. But unfortunately, the long pieces here kind of blocks it like moving inside the wheel. But if they able to change the design a little bit, making it either stay stationary while the wheel is spinning, like that would be even better. Either way, I think I'll still buy this set even without this ship and just having Nezha inside this firing, because the firing build is really cool. Now we take a look at the ship for the evil Mackay. Good new coloring of this cloud piece here. Nothing much special about this thing. There's some like quite interesting build here. I like the way they create this spiky design with this piece here. I think this is some great stuff. The engine also incorporate a lots of small details there. Otherwise, it's just a nice looking small piece of plain build here. In fact, some of the design reminds me of some of the speeder bike in recent Star Wars movies and TV series. And now we take a look at the white bone demon throne seat here. This is another reason I bought this up, because I do feel like this seats, this throne looks really cool. The way they create the steps, also the use of different decoration with skulls and bones, and of course also this cage here to capture any prisoner. You also get some play feature here. You can roll it up or roll it down. Of course, because the front seat is not that high, so it doesn't really create much effect. And at the back, you also got a prison cell to keep your prisoner. What I like about this front seat is not just front facing; it's pretty complete, just because of they incorporate the design of the prison cell, so it looks complete for like every angle, and just the design of it just brilliant. And of course, because the white bone demon is having using itself legs and the skirt piece, so instead of having somewhere a minifigure could sit down with the legs band, they use this piece here, so you can secure the skirt piece on the front. And it's a really good looking and fun build. It can display on its own, and it's a great way for you to display the white bone demon minifigure. And even has this piece here, so you might want to create some additional build that you can connect to this front seat. So it's a really great little front seat over here. And now we're going to take a look at the minifigures. So for Monkey Kid itself, I'm gonna take a look at his little thing I don't know how you're gonna call, well, of course, his weapon, which can extend, and it's on a cowl piece, with two disc shooter in pale gold color. So it's a really nice thing for him to ride on. And this Monkey Kid is a new variation, and so far it's exclusive to this set, I believe, with a very Iron Man like looking torso, but it also kind of resembles the Monkey King mech, so it's kind of like that design. Instead of inside the mech, he has a suit that probably will give him the same power. And this frame piece here in orange, I think I have the other color in the other set that I bought, the Mooncake Factory one. What interesting about this minifigure, not just the design, but you know you can see his head with a visor, but he also has an alternate facial expression without the visor, just him being very angry. So yeah, this is quite a cool minifigure. So the next two minifigures here are the evil Mackay and also a character called Savage. According to the packages, I believe it's one of evil Mackay's minion. First, we look at a Savage. Very detailed printing, a shoulder armor, and you can see even with Monkey King and other monkey characters, you can see the difference in the tail. This one used the normal tail piece, but even Mackay used the other one, which is going up, and you can see it from the side. um Otherwise, this is good minifigure, but I'm not that interested in though. But what interesting is his club. It's a very interesting build to create this weapon here. For the Evil Mackay, it's a newer version, so it's different from the one that you've seen in the Flower Fruit Mountain. But again, very detailed printing. What interesting about this minifigure is this piece around his neck. I don't think it's. I think it's maybe a snail, but might not be. I kind of feel like it kind of appears in the Lego Movie 2's minifigure series. Anyway, his weapon is something rifle, the staff from the Monkey King, but in his own version. I love the use of the purple frame piece here. Whether it's purple or blue, depending on how you interpret the color. Again, he has an alternate facial expression. This one with a evil smirk. Pretty cool minifigure to counter the Monkey King. So yeah, two great minifigures here. So the other two minifigure here, of course, the bone or skeleton character, which we're not going to talk much about it because it's a very common piece. And the white bone demon, again, not going to talk much about it because it's the same one that you get from the white bone demon mech released last year. With this minifigure, you got very detailed printing on the skirt and the torso. Very cool, hairpiece with the glow in the dark, bone on her hair, and she also has an alternate facial expression, which looks more calm, to be honest. And yeah, it's a cool minifigure. And finally, we have Nezha and also Monkey King. For Monkey King is, rather than his battle attire, just normal attire for him, with a smiley face and also much more menacing one. So in the package, he's kind of captured inside the white bone demon's cage. Obviously, he will be very angry inside the cage, but then the other expression probably it you saw when Monkey Kid helped him to escape. I would love to see one with a much more sad expression. Other than that, it's a pretty cool minifigure. It's always good to get extra Monkey King minifigure, and the other minifigure is Nezha's here. This is one of the reasons I bought this set, because if you try to buy this minifigure from Brick and Pieces, you're not going to get his the fabric piece or the shoulder piece. You do able to buy his hair piece, the torso and things, but a lovely torso here. It's interesting how in the Chang'e Mooncake Factory, Chang'e kind of wearing a more futuristic spacesuit type design, but Nezha is wearing the more traditional design that you've seen from other related stories or animation. This is a pretty cool minifigure, and it's so authentic. They get his traditional firing, so he doesn't really need his big firing. Just by this minifigure already capture all the key things of Nezha. This is a really cool minifigure if you love those traditional Chinese folklore or myth. And his hairpiece, of course, create his iconic hairstyle. He also has an alternate facial expression as well. So this is a really cool minifigure. And this is the Nezha's Fire Ring set. I kind of like this set, not as much as the Chang'e Mooncakes Factory, just because, the other set kind of gave me a lot more surprising turn and more fun design. Overall, this set is still good. If you love, the Monkey Kid theme, or have a thing or some culture relation to the traditional, Chinese mythology. So overall, this is a great set. Just a bit more expensive, but it has some really cool minifigures and some excellent build. For me, the highlight is definitely, the firing itself, the Nezha's minifigure, and the White Bone Demon, as I mentioned during my review. Overall, I still recommend this set to everyone because this is just a cool Lego set despite the price. Maybe they could have not include one of the shape to make it cheaper, but otherwise it's great Lego set. So let me know what you think about this set in the comment section below. If you like my video, be sure to check out my other videos and subscribe to my channel for more upcoming updates. And I'll see you next time.